and welcome back to my channel. Hello, you say hi everyone. Just a really quick one today from me, as Wilf is 8 months old today, the day you watch this, and I never got round to filming a 7-month update, which I'm really annoyed at myself for. We didn't get round to it, did we? We've been such busy bees. So we're going to film Wilf's 7 and 8 month update today. I am really slack and I've written no notes, so I'm just going to kind of ramble at you about what we have been up to. So at 6 months, and I think when I did my last update, we were about to start weaning. We have now started weaning. Wilf isn't fully weaned yet. He's probably on like 2 meals a day. He always has breakfast. He loves his porridge and he loves banana and he'll have toast sometimes. You really like your breakfast, don't you? That's the meal we never miss. And he's still having plenty of milk, and then he will normally either have lunch or tea, just whatever kind of fits into our schedule. We're really relaxed with it. That's just how we're doing it at the moment. We're in no rush to get him fully on food. Food before 1 is just for fun, which is always what I remind myself of. But you're loving having little tastes, aren't you? We were doing mainly purees at first. I've tried to do some baby-led weaning with him from the get-go, but he wasn't really interested at first, so we just kind of stuck to more purees, but always gave him a little something kind of finger food-wise to try each day. And now, I'd say in the past week or two, he's got much more into trying foods, haven't you? And you love cheese, and you love bread, and you love peppers, he loves banana, he's even coming around to avocado, aren't you, which I'm really happy about. You're really such a good boy with your food. And he's choking a lot less. The kind of gagging thing they do is really scary, I won't lie. It scares me every time you do that. But he's getting much better with it now. The gagging's happening a lot less frequently now. He's getting used to like chewing and stuff. He doesn't have any teeth yet, which is another thing. We're still teething, still chewing on everything all the time, as you can see, but there's just no teeth in there, is there? No signs. Are you gonna get any time soon? Some days he's completely unfazed, some days he is grumpy as anything about the lack of teeth. So yeah, hopefully they come through soon and I can tell you that he's got some little teethies, but not so far. As you can see, he just wants to be upright all the time. He, just today actually, I'm filming this, what day are we on? 3 days before he turns 8 months. Just today he has nailed sitting. We've had kind of like months of him not really being able to sit very well. Like he'd always want to try. He loves being upright, so he always tries, but we've had lots of face planting the floor, lots of tense moments of catching him just in time. Yeah, it has been a bit touch and go at times, but he has finally nailed it now. He's really good with sitting up. You're such a clever boy. Look at all that dribble. Such a good boy with his sitting now. And he looks so grown up when he's sat up. Such a big boy. You are. Is that funny? You're such a big boy. Such a big boy. What else? So yeah, teething. Sleep-wise, one of the biggest things this like past month or so, you've gone into your big boy nursery, haven't you? Are you in your own room now? Are you so grown up in your own room? Yeah, we went to Centre Parks, and then the day we got back from Centre Parks, we were just like, right, we're putting him in his own room. So he's been in his own room like a week and a half now, and honestly, it's been amazing. Like, he's not been phased at all. Couldn't care less that he's not in with us. The only thing I've noticed, and if any of you, if your little ones have done this, I don't understand what this is about, but he goes to bed at 7 every night, goes down absolutely fine, straight to sleep, no issues, and then at about 8 o'clock, around that time, every night, he wakes up, screams for like 30 seconds, and then goes back to sleep. I don't have to go in, I don't have to comfort him. He just like sorts himself out after about 30 seconds. Back to sleep. Don't you? Is that funny? Back to sleep. Back to sleep. Yeah, back to sleep, and like it never happened. But it's the same time pretty much every night, always about an hour after he's gone to bed. It's really weird. I don't know what that is. If any of you know, please let me know what could be bothering him. But yeah, he's sleeping amazing in his own room, possibly even better than he slept before. Like, he's doing a good 12 hours of uninterrupted, apart from that 30 seconds of crying, sleep every night. I always feel really jammy saying that, and I am really lucky. But yeah, that's just how he sleeps. I'm not bragging, it's just, you just love your sleep, don't you? Napping, however, not so great. He'll go down for the occasional nap in his room if he's already fallen asleep and it doesn't wake him up, but otherwise he still naps on me. But even then, that's not happening very much. He really resists a nap during the day. He's not a nap fan. I don't know if it's because he sleeps so much at night that he just doesn't really feel like he needs it. If you've got any experience in that, let me know. He'll nap around about 10 AM for maybe like 20 minutes, half an hour, on me, and then he might do the same maybe like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, again about 20 minutes, but apart from that, he's not really napping on the whole. Yeah, so naps aren't fab, are they? But sleep is great, so I can't complain. It might just be that he's just genuinely not tired. I don't know. One thing that has been really frustrating, and I think I've mentioned this in quite a few updates now, is Wilf'S eczema. It's just not really getting any better. Loads of people, when I've spoke about it on Instagram, have said, oh, maybe he's got a dairy intolerance. I could be wrong, but my gut just tells me it's not that. I had eczema my whole childhood, and I still get flare-ups now, don't I? So I think you might just have rubbish skin from me, and I got it from your granddad. So yeah, eczema skin all round. I also think he might have hay fever, as his eyes have been getting very dry, very itchy, very watery. So he's just not got the good bits from me, sadly. So he seems to have my eczema, my hay fever. I also have asthma, and they kind of go together as a bit of a holy trinity. So I think maybe one day, that's definitely something we're going to have to keep our eye out for, isn't it? Hopefully he'll avoid that one, but there's every chance he will end up having asthma too. But yeah, as for his eczema, we've not really got it under control yet. We've had a hydrocortisone cream from the doctor a few times now, but even that doesn't seem to be, at first that got rid of it completely, then we'd stop the hydrocortisone and it'd come back. But now even the hydrocortisone doesn't really seem to be getting it under control completely. So I don't really know what we're going to do. We need to find what the solution is. I think we've probably tried most things. Yes, we've tried Child's Farm. That's the first thing everyone says. Oh, have you tried Child's Farm? I've heard it's a miracle worker. Child's Farm is good. He gets really dry cheeks, and if we put Child's Farm on his cheeks, they tend to stay, oh, we're getting grumpy. They tend to stay at bay, but Child's Farm does not touch his eczema. So yeah, I know I will, if I don't mention it, we'll get a million comments saying, have you tried Child's Farm? And yeah, Child's Farm's good, but it's not up to what we need. He mainly gets it in patches all over his front, really bad on his shoulders and down his back as well as patches on his cheeks, and sometimes on his forehead. So he's just very eczema-y. As I say, could be wrong, but my gut is telling me it's not a dairy intolerance, which is a lot of people's suggestion. He just doesn't have any of the other symptoms, and I always had eczema and we never really got to the bottom of it, and I just don't know if it's just one of those things. We need to find something to get it under control, don't we? Because you're a bit scabby. You're a bit crusty. You're crusty. But yeah, we need to find something to get it under control, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's not some kind of intolerance. That would be a bit tricky, wouldn't it? Hopefully not. Is there anything else you can think of? Wilf'S now in pretty much firmly in 6 to 9 months clothing. He can still fit into a lot of his 3 to 6 month stuff. But yeah, mainly in 6 to 9 months now. Haven't had him weighed for a while. Need to go and do that. I'm a bit slack with going to get him weighed. He's clearly a chunky baby, so I never really have like any concerns because he is chubby, so I'm never like, ooh, like worried about his weight. So I do need to go and get him weighed, but I haven't done it for a while. It's probably overdue. You're a chunky thing, aren't you? A chunky monkey. Short and chunky. Every boy's dream physique. What else? He's got loads of hair now. It is crazy how much it's come through. I don't know if you can see in this, but yeah, there's a lot of hair there. He's very blonde, like his daddy was when he was little, and I was pretty blonde when I was young too, so it was inevitable. His eyes are still very, very blue. Super blue, blue-eyed, blonde-haired baby. Yeah, and is there anything else? I think that's all the main things. Oh, we've started childproofing the house. Hello. We've started childproofing the house because this one, who I felt like was miles away from going anywhere near crawling, has upped the rolling stakes massively and just rolls around the room. He'll get to wherever he wants to be, he will just roll. Nowhere is safe. So we've taken the coffee table out the centre of the room, moved that to the side. Yeah, and there's some more childproofing we definitely need to do in here because he is constantly on the move. No, are you on the move? Still loving pulling hair, as you can see. He likes to go for a little chin grab, a lip grab. He's just constantly grabby. He wants to play with anything but his toys. If I give him this, he's like, meh. But then if I picked up this, oh, much more exciting. So exciting. He wants to play with everything he can't play with. Phones, cameras, remote controls for the TV, anything he can't play with, wires. Yeah, loves that stuff, don't you? Yeah, and I think that's it for this update. I'm really just wanted to make sure I got one up this month because I want to try and keep them regular, so I've got them to look back on for me more than anything, just like a bit of a diary of like his development and milestones he's hit. And yeah, I just wanted to definitely make sure I got one up this month. So I am going to go before he gets all stroppy. He wouldn't do that, would you? Smiley Baba. Smiley Baba. Yeah, and I will leave it there and see you all in my next video. Bye guys!